Hi. Over the past period, Nimbus Pay has seen fraud losses climb, and after a close review of our fraud detection system, we found the root cause. The scoring model that decides which transactions to flag was, in several critical areas, working backwards. High-risk signals were actually reducing a transaction's risk score, and in some cases, our riskiest transactions were being quietly waved through. We identified and corrected four specific flaws. First, transactions flagged as coming from high-risk devices, a strong indicator of compromised or spoofed hardware, were being rewarded with a lower risk score instead of a higher one. Second, international transactions, which carry meaningfully higher fraud rates across the payments industry, were similarly reducing a transaction's score rather than raising it. Third, high transaction velocity, a customer completing six or more transactions within 24 hours, which is a classic signal of account takeover or card testing, was being treated as a sign of safety. And fourth, accounts with a prior chargeback history, which is our clearest evidence of past fraudulent behavior, were being scored as less risky than accounts with a clean record. Each of these has now been corrected so that risky signals add to the score as intended. The practical effect is quite significant. Transactions that combine multiple red flags, for instance, an international purchase from a high risk device, or on an account with prior chargebacks, now reliably score as high risk and get flagged for review. Previously, those same transactions could have scored near zero and sailed through undetected. For the business, this means fewer fraud losses from transactions we should have caught, and a detection system that we can trust to reflect actual risk rather than invert it. We've also added an automated test suite that locks in this correct behavior so that no future code change can inadvertently reintroduce these inversions without immediately failing our checks.